Hello, thanks for clicking on. Now I'm just going to go through what I thought of Xbox's presentation at E3 2015. Okay, there is so much I've got to try and cram into a short amount of video, and obviously I don't want to make like a 3-hour video on it longer than the actual presentation itself, so here we go. Okay, started off with a great big fantastic trailer of all the games sort of muddled up together that are coming out, the main characters and heroes, Master Chief, Lara Croft, the guy from Gears of War, I don't honestly know who he is, etc. But really good to sort of get people piped up and ready to go. The first game that they come up with, Halo 5, and I thought, yeah, Halo 5, here we go, here we go. And they showed some gameplay. Ooh, really interesting. A bit of actual campaign co-op mode going on there, and there's other people you control, etc. And also some multiplayer that was shown as well. So more ways for me to get shot up in the new Halo game coming out later this year. Okay, what was next? Oh, there's a new controller coming out. Hurrah, hurrah. This is the Xbox Pro controller that has buttons underneath. So you've got your shoulder buttons there, and you've got the buttons there for the triggers, and using these fingers now to do that. I imagine that'll be a £70 odd price tag, which I won't be purchasing. I cannot see the need for it. Obviously for racing games, things like that, where you know obviously extra fingers free to change gears, etc. If it will work beneficial for you, great. But the one thing about this controller, apparently it's going to be used for Windows 10 as well as Xbox One. But apparently the other controller is going to be used as well. So we'll just see how we go. Moving on to the next page, EA Access. I've never really tapped into EA Access, but apparently it's free this week, and I've had a go at myself at a number of games. Battlefield 4, I've had a quick go on that. Deleted it because I'm running out of memory on my own Xbox. Then I moved over to Plants vs Zombies, which is really good fun. Really recommend that one if you haven't got it. If you see it second hand somewhere, it's worth picking up. If you can get that on the cheap. But straight after that, we went into Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2, which looks absolutely amazing. And apparently there's going to be some gameplay footage in the EA Access. They're giving away their service on the Xbox One for free for a week, so it's worth trying out a few games. I've actually had a go at Battlefield 4, which was okay, I suppose. I really just wanted a quick go with that because DICE made that, and it may be that little bit of a go for the new Star Wars Battlefront that's coming out later this year. But Plants vs Zombies was another game I had a go on the free EA Access this week. But that leads on to Plants vs Zombies 2. Apparently this time the zombies are in charge now of Suburbia, or Zombia as it were. In Zombia? I don't know. Going on with more characters, more customization apparently. Which gameplay footage can be seen in the EA presentation, which I'll be going at in another video, because again I can't cram all this into one and I'm talking really low without taking a deep breath and going on to Forza Motorsport 6. Okay, if you are a gearhead, petrol head, what have you, maybe this will be a bit of interest to you on the actual presentation as well, because apparently this big fancy car or something or other came down and people went, ooh. But still, if you're into that sort of thing, I've got Forza Motorsport 5. I don't actually feel the need to buy the new one because I have hardly touched the fifth one for the sixth one. But if racing games are your thing, I suppose you'd be right up there in the queue ready to pre-order and buy on the day. Next one coming up on the list, Dark Souls 3. If you've enjoyed the second one, they just showed a trailer. Really good, I suppose, into that sort of gothic, dark, mysterious sort of thing as well. Coming up next was a game that I actually nodded off. Yes, it was one of these, shoot 'em ups, a bit of an apocalypse thing, yeah. So much I don't actually recall, and I'm not going back into it to go. The next thing that come up was ID at Xbox. Now they're showing a lot of independent games on Xbox now, because that does tend to be the trend, independent games as well. And there's a lot of good ones out there, and a lot of developers come out to talk to about and promote the new game, etc. Well worth a look, but I'm just going to sort of step back, say I haven't even finished playing the mainstream ones yet before I move over to the independent one. Next up was Tomb Raider, and they actually shown some gameplay footage of the new game, which is going to be well worth a look. It's sort of going to be the rival for, I imagine, for the Uncharted series. Xbox do have the first right and exclusive, but for how long we don't know. We have no idea. Now, next thing on the list was something by Rare. Rare are going to bring out something called Rare Replay, which apparently is going to have 30 classic games. Bit come out there. 30 classic games coming out on the one disc. I am definitely going to get this because we've got Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, Snake, Rattle and Roll. Anyone remember that one from on the NES? I do, so I'm definitely getting that one. So there's going to be 30 games, and maybe there's a couple of games on there that I haven't played that Rare have come out with that are really worth it. Can't think of any of lately that they've come out with that are any good, but you know, looking into their sort of history of development, hopefully Banjo 2 is on there, so I'm really looking forward to that if that's on there. Okay, Fable Legends. It was really late when I got to this bit, and it just seemed to be a lot of yeah. So there you go. Okay, there's going to do a lot of work. I actually knew a lot about this prior to E3, but I didn't realise they was going to integrate this into E3. A lot of stuff to do with this integration of Windows 10 and Xbox One. They're going to do a lot of work there. We can all be streamed, this, that and the other. But the two systems are really going to work quite heavily together, which they're bringing out these HoloLenses and virtual reality things where holograms come out in front of you and stuff like that. It's a bit difficult for me to explain that. The best thing to do is go and watch those videos. Really to explain where you can actually play Minecraft in front of you, and you can put these goggles on and you can pick things up there and you can do this and things can go kaboom and all that. I'm not a big Minecraft fan, but if you are, I imagine this device would work extremely well and much more enjoyable of the game, because I don't find it enjoyable at all. And I would probably look into these goggles, but I imagine the price tag is probably going to come around that 100, 200, maybe even £300 region. Actually more than the console for these goggles now, but you never know, it's well worth a look. Apparently these virtual reality type goggles are coming out in the near future, so well worth a look at. Now the big one, the absolute big news for Xbox is the Gears of War coming out in the near future. They're going to be Gears of War 1 remastered, and apparently everyone was speculating they're going to do like a Master Chief collection, but for Gears of War, the Gears of War collection, where we got the first 3 games, put them all on one disc, do the graphics up, etc. But they've only done this for the one game, and I wonder what their cunning plan is. But they did show gameplay of what I believe was going to be Gears of War 4, which is coming out Christmas or the holiday season next year. It's a long wait, but I've played Gears of War, really did enjoy it, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, but here's the sniggle. They're bringing out this new Gears of War Remastered Edition, blah blah blah, for the Xbox One coming out later this year. But Xbox have just announced that they're going to turn the Xbox One into backwards capability, which I was really excited about that. I thought a lot of people who have the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 sat next to each other underneath the television, how, you know, what is it, backwards capability, and they're bringing out a new game for it. So why spend all that money on the new Gears of War game when you can just purchase the second-hand one from anywhere for about £2 or £2.50 and play that on the Xbox One? So it makes you think. But the good news about Gears of War, what's happening with that, and good news about the backwards capabilities now for the Xbox One. If you've actually managed to get this far throughout the video, please subscribe, please check it out, and I will be doing more videos based on E3 2015 as and when I can. I've got 2 days to cram as much in as possible. Wish me luck, and good luck to yourself, and happy gaming. Thanks for clicking on.